Hello, 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 and welcome to E3 2016 Video 2. It's the Bethesda Conference. I am so excited, I can't even handle it. Like, I don't even care if the dogs are licking me like crazy, and the dogs are licking me like they're crazy. It was a awesome thing from the no bullshit intro to Quake at the beginning, all the way through to Dishonored 2. I never played Dishonored. I'm super excited to try Dishonored 2. Just get into it. I loved the way that they introduced Quake. I thought it looked awesome. Quake, they are on a roll. I loved Wolfenstein, I loved Doom, and I am very excited for Quake, and I have very high hopes for it, and I hope they can live up to it. That is my only concern, is that after Wolfenstein knocked it out of the park, after Wolfenstein knocked it out of the park, after Doom knocked it out of the park, like, I am very nervous that Quake will be the one that disappoints us, and that would make me very sad. Those three games are like my teenage, years. They were saying Quake came out 20 years ago, which means I was 13 years old. I feel like I was older, but if it came out 20 years ago, I was 13. I love those video games because it's a way for me to talk to my dad about video games. He really was into the, tech behind what made id Games awesome. He was just into it, and he smuggled me a copy of Doom because my mother thought I shouldn't be playing it, but he wanted to see it running, and so I got to play it. So these games have a very special place in my heart, and to see Bethesda taking such care like they would take with Elder Scrolls or Fallout, allowing that care to develop and grow and making these really modern but really nostalgic games is awesome. And I, again, last year I respected Bethesda, but now I have even more of a respect for Bethesda because they don't BS around. I made this comment in the EA video. It was called EA Play, and we have no idea when we're going to be able to play a bunch of those games. Any of the Star Wars games, Mass Effect, we just don't know when those games will be able to be played. But they had no problem at Bethesda being this is the date it's coming, you can just do this, these are when it's here. You're gonna play Dishonored on November 11th. You can play Skyrim Remastered on the 28th. Poor Titanfall 2, is all I have to say about that. Poor Titanfall 2. So, okay, I guess before we go, all over the place, they started out with Quake. I'm excited. I can't wait. I just think it's gonna be great. I'm very excited. I'm a little, I think it's a little weird that they didn't, What do you mean by, I'm very excited, I'm a little weird that they didn't. Alright. Let's search for it. Okay, Siri, you are crazy. I'm excited, for it. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not like Wolfenstein and Doom, where they went back to it's Doom, or it's Quake, Quake Champions. It's a fine name. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna be good. Games are a big thing. I couldn't get into Hearthstone. For as many Magic cards as I had, you would think that I would be the target market for this, but okay, so next up, there we go. So next up is Elder Scrolls Online Legends, and for as many shoeboxfuls of Magic cards that I had as a kid, you would think I would be able to love Hearthstone and be into it, but I just can't. So maybe Elder Scrolls is the lore I need. It was kind of sad that the stream kind of shit itself right in the middle of the guy explaining the story behind it, but what are you gonna do? It's a live stream, but it looks good. I signed up to try the beta. It's exciting that it's going to be exciting, not surprising. It's going to be on Android and iOS. I was a little bit excited and happy to see that it was going to be on OS 10. That was kind of cool. Then they talked about Fallout DC. They talked about Fallout DLC. As you know, they extended the season pass, started to charge more for it, and there's some building shit, so now you can make Rube Goldberg machines that I'll never do. Like, I just won't do that. Like, that part of the game wasn't fun to me. I literally hated every second I had to do that. And I thought I'd love it. I thought I'd be one of those people who's like, I'm gonna build a skyscraper. I'm gonna build a giant penis. Like, no, had no desire to, like, do any of it once I got in there to do it. What else was it? Wasteland Vacation. Wasteland Vacation was the only thing that looked interesting. It's Nuka World, so it's like Disneyland, but fucked up and whatever. I can kind of be into that, so I may play that one. I have to finish Fallout 4. I am very far, almost to the end of it, like at the points where you're like breaking off to like have to make choices. I just never wanted to make those choices. Like they never gave me compelling reasons to make those choices. So I'm just gonna have to go back in, sit my ass down, fucking finish it, and then finish, and I wanna play Far Harbor because people are really liking Far Harbor, so I'll play that. Like, yeah, I'm in game. So I'll probably play Far Harbor and I'll probably play Wasteland Vacation, but on a whole, Fallout DLC just wasn't doing it for me this time. Fallout 4 feels like weird Fallout 3 DLC, so like, I don't know, like I probably burned myself out on Fallout 3, to be honest. So, it's what it is. I don't hate that game, I love it, I think it's great. I was remarking earlier to my boyfriend, it's sad to me though that like of all the games I've played by Bethesda, that the most disappointing one to me, personally, is Fallout, for how much I love Fallout. So, it is what it is. I like it, I enjoy it. I hope that the next time they make a Fallout game, they decide to like push beyond what we've got. So after Fallout, they talked about Skyrim Definitive Edition. And for as much as I love Fallout, I never fucked with Skyrim. Like, I literally did not. It came out after I had stopped playing games. Like, I had a while after I had moved to Portland. I had sold most of my gaming systems when I moved to Portland because I had a tiny apartment, and then I got a 360 when I was here, and I only played like a couple games, and then, I don't know, I just fell off. That's what happens. You're an adult, you fucking do other things. And Skyrim was in that crack, was like, fell through that crack. I never played it. I know nothing about it, so don't fucking spoil this shit for me in the comments. Don't you goddamn dare. Just don't. Don't spoil it. I've never played it, and I kind of have never been happier because I take a lot of shit for not playing, because that game seems to be like in the wheelhouse of games that I would want to play, like Dragon Age, other Elder Scrolls games, Oblivion I played a lot of. I think people are always really surprised when they hear that I haven't played Skyrim, but I am super excited I've never played it because I know nothing about it. I know nothing about the story. I know nothing. I can now go in and see it in the amazingly gorgeous version there is. Like, it's just beautiful. Like, they knocked it out of the park with this. Like, I thought like, oh, HD remake, it's gonna be up-res, but it's like beautiful lighting, beautiful foliage, it looks great, and so now I get to have the most spectacular visual version of this game and the awesomeness of experiencing everything for the first time. So I am so excited. I am gonna be on Skyrim spoilers lockdown until the 28th of October, so wish me luck. Prey looks fucking awesome. Like, the detail in that trailer looked awesome. Once it started in with the test and you started to see the villains and they start to like try to like mold up on you and fucking like space horror, it's like fucking my thing. Like, yes, more space horror. I hope it's not like fucking Alien Isolation though, where I'm afraid to play that by myself in my house, even with the lights on. Need to finish that game. Someone come over, hold my hand. Hold my hand. Maybe I'll stream it. Would you guys hold my hand if I streamed Alien Isolation like fucking 2 years after it came out? Leave a comment below if you will hold my digital hand so I can get through Alien Isolation without crying. Yeah, so there's that. I'm super excited. Prey looks awesome. I really liked the first original Prey. I know a lot of people are kind of whatever on that game. I really liked it. I think more than average, but yeah, I'm excited to see this. Like, I want Space Pink Eye. I don't want Space Pink Eye, but I do want Space Pink Eye, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like that tiny little trailer was like enough to get me super excited. I wish we could have seen that same kind of trailer for Mass Effect, because it would have been way more exciting to me. Like, I just don't understand how Bethesda keeps owning everybody at the E3 thing. Like, all these other studios have been doing it for years. Guys, get your shit together. Come on. Right? Right. They talked about Elder Scrolls Online, and there was Elder Scrolls Online Screaming Woman who fucking was like losing her shit over everything. But like, more power to you, Screaming Bethesda woman. Like, fuck, I wish I liked things that much. Like, she was literally losing her shit about everything Elder Scrolls, which, like, God love her. Like, seriously, like, people giving her shit on the internet, calm the fuck down. You don't love anything that much. You should appreciate that someone loves something that much. Like, it was pretty cool. She was kind of annoying it towards the end after she kept doing it, but like, her enthusiasm, no matter what, they would have been like, and now you can have horse armor. She probably would have been like, yeah, fuck yeah, horse armor. Right? Like, more horse armor, she would have been like down for anything. And I think that's cool when people find something they like that much, like fandom thing that they like that much, that they're just like, yeah, that's my thing, and I'm gonna fucking scream about it. It was pretty cool. Just like that fan experience and the fans being a part of the Bethesda conference, like the EA thing, was cool. But you didn't have fucking jackasses screaming for FIFA. Like, I think EA could take a lot of lessons from Bethesda on how to make their fans more devoted to them. Does that make sense? Who knows? Okay. And then they talked about Bethesda VR, which, fuck all to me, because I don't have to play video games on a PC. I won't be building a video game PC. I won't be buying an HTC Vive, so I can't play Fallout 4 on Vive. There will be no petting of dog meat for me. This makes me sad. It does. Like, I'm just sad. Like, I'm upset about it. I want to pet fucking dog meat in VR. Hopefully one of my friends somewhere someday gets a HTC Vive and I can play Fallout 4 for a tiny second. Fucking. Yeah. So, there was that. Bethesda HR. And then Dishonored 2 got the Fallout 4 treatment. It comes out 11/11, which is kind of cool. I like those days. I don't know. Number nerd? What do you want from me? So it comes out 11/11. They're doing the thing where if you pre-order it right now, digital or regular, you can get Dishonored the Definitive Collection. That's fucking sweet. Never played Dishonored the Definitive Collection, so that would be cool to do. Like, I'm down with that. Like, I would like to do that. The story looks awesome. She's a fucking empress and a warrior. The two things I want. Why do we not have more things with badass warrior queens? I just want, I just want fantasy games of fucking badass warrior elf queens, like, everywhere, just laying waste to the world. And the closest I will get to it is Emily in her empress warrior thing. I like the stealths. I liked all the, like, combinations of things. Dishonored's another one that just fucking, I never played it. It was in that void of shit that I never played. And so it's really cool to see this game. Like, I feel like I don't need to go back in time and play the other one, but I probably will if I get a lull in time, though. I don't know, fucking Final Fantasy, the fall is fucking full of games. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? That's the sound of my credit card crying. Like, it's crying, sobbing right now. So that was really it. They got in, they got out. They showed us 5 or 6 things that were pretty great. And they had definitive things, like they made sure shit that they spent a lot of time on we would be seeing shortly. I wish this was more of the way E3 and video games in general worked. Because like I said in my last video, like I feel like there's a bubble of like hype that you can hold on to, and once it gets to a certain point it starts like constricting on itself. And Bethesda seems to be really good about making sure they time their talk to their walk so that like it comes together at a perfect time. And that's, I mean, if anything, Pete Hines should be like congratulated for that, because I feel like that's a PR, like he is taking a PR direction in games that other people are kind of flipping off at this time. So yeah, that's Bethesda. I'm gonna cut it short because I gotta go edit this. I gotta get the E3 and this video up, and I gotta be up at fucking like 8 o'clock in the morning because Microsoft's like, fuck you guys, we're doing it at noon. So I will see you guys tomorrow for Microsoft, Sony, there's another one, Ubisoft. Yeah, Microsoft, Sony, and Ubisoft tomorrow, and then this guy's favorite one, Nintendo, with Legends of Zelda. So that's it for me, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Digital card games. Fuck 'em, man. Okay.